Some people are saying that pronouns are confusing, and we should just get rid of them completely. And you know what? Hot take for Eugene? I completely agree. All right? Get rid of them all. No more he, she, they, it, you, I, me, them, all of it. Gone. Nouns? Also confusing. Get rid of them. Like, I don't need to know what the names of things are, just point at it. Nouns? Gone. Verbs? Do I look like I take a lot of actions? Does this look like the body of a man who knows how to act? No. Verbs? Gone. Adjectives? What am I, a poet? You need me to describe things for you? No. Adjectives? Gone. I don't even know what the hell an adverb is. Get rid of it. You know what, while we're at it, no more language, don't talk to me. Another reason you might not want to talk to me is I have a little bit of a paranoia problem. But it manifests in weird ways. Like, I can't do the dishes in front of people. Because I'm worried they're going to make some sort of moral judgment about me based on how I do the dishes. And also, I have a minor panic attack anytime anyone asks me what kind of music I like. It manifests like that. Now, people have been trying to tell me that that's some sort of anxiety disorder, but I know that's not true, because I know exactly why I'm like this. And it's because my doctor cut me during my own C-section. Yes! A doctor stabbed me in the ass during my birth. Yeah, no, it's true. My family is right here. They can vouch for me on this. Yes. Like, now, it's one thing to get evicted, okay? That happens to every baby. But most evictions don't involve stabbings. All right? Like, how are you supposed to recover from that? I mean, physically I was fine. They just stuck a Band-Aid on me. But emotionally, that shit stays. Okay, I don't think you guys understand the gravity of the situation. I was almost circumcised on both ends. And now you want me to tell you if I like Billie Eilish? No! I'm not gonna do that. This is obviously a trap. I'm gonna open up to you, tell you my opinions on Billie Eilish, and then an OBGYN is gonna pop out of the bushes and stab me in the ass. I know what's gonna happen. I'm not falling for it again. All right? This is why I've got to do so many squats. I'm always prepared. All right. No, I'm actually not that paranoid. It's not that big of a problem for me. The bigger issue is that I have clinical depression. Yeah. And I also have ADHD, which for some reason kind of cancels out the worst part of the depression. Like, for example, the depression makes me want to kill myself, but the ADHD makes me way too much of a procrastinator to ever pull that off. Like, do you have any idea how many steps are involved in buying a gun? At least 2. That is impossible. It's just not gonna happen. Now, if you're worried about my mental state, and you think that I'm gonna go home and hurt myself or something, I want you to know I have a foolproof plan to make sure that I don't hurt myself. And that is by putting kill myself at the end of my to-do lists. Because I know I'm never going to get there. It's the perfect plan. Now, what's to stop me from going out of order? Good question. That's where the autism comes in. You can't go out of order. That's the point of a list. What's next? We're not going to alphabetize things and order things by size and color. No! You got to keep doing that or else it's complete anarchy. All right? You got to keep yourself safe. And if somehow you're still worried that I'm going to kill myself, I want you to know I just wrote an entire 3-minute bit about why I'm not going to kill myself. And I commit to the bit. All right? I'm not going to ruin a solid B+ of a joke just to kill myself, all right? No. Plus, if I kill myself, this is no longer a joke. This is a cry for help. And that makes me a fucking hack. All right, I have standards. I gotta make sure this works. I think it's funny because like 50% of the time the audience, when I tell that joke, the audience is uncomfortable and they don't know whether or not they should laugh. And it's funny to me because you know what actually makes me suicidal? Bombing. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to help with that, not laughing at my jokes is not the way to do it. All right. Too dark? Too dark? We're good? Okay, let's lighten the mood a little bit. Let's talk about something else, a little bit more lighthearted. Let's talk about sports. Women's sports specifically. All right, I have noticed that basketball and baseball have the exact opposite solutions to women playing their sports. Like with basketball, when women wanted to play, the people in charge were like, hell yeah, come on in. In fact, use the same court, same hoop. Only thing we'll do, we'll make the ball slightly smaller, easier to grip. I thought that was a good move. I feel like that's considerate. But when women wanted to play baseball, the people in charge were like, all right, you can play, but on a few conditions. One, we're going to call your sport softball so no one thinks you're manly. 2, we're gonna start a rumor that all softball players are lesbians. 3, we're gonna have you throw upside down. I don't know what that means, you figure it out. And 4, here's a grapefruit, that's the ball now, go fuck yourselves. I like you guys. You guys are a good audience. Give it up for yourselves. You've been a great audience so far. I'm only about halfway through my set, but I wanted to show some appreciation. In fact, I want to try something a little different. Because you see, I have this one joke that's my favorite joke that I've ever written, but I almost never tell it because I feel like most audiences aren't smart enough to get it. But I feel like you guys could probably handle it. What do you think? You think you can handle this joke? Yeah! All right, cool, because I don't have a plan if you say no. All right, so here's the joke. So I was the captain of the chess team back in high school. And as you might be able to tell by that statement, I've never had a black girlfriend. But I do know, if a black woman is ever interested in me, I will have to make the first move. All right. I feel like most of you are on board. If you don't... I told you, it's a smart person joke. It takes a while. I don't have a lot of patience. Anyway, if you're still confused, you probably need to know that in chess, the person with the white pieces moves first. Yeah. Do you guys see why that's such a well-constructed joke? And also why I can never tell it? Like, in order for that joke to work, I need the entire audience to understand the rules of chess. And that is not going to happen. The Venn diagram of people who understand the rules of chess and people who go to comedy shows in Eugene, Oregon is 2 circles. Now, they do intersect at a single point. The problem is that one point is me. I am the only person who can appreciate that joke properly. And unless Queen's Gambit Season 2 does really well, I don't think that's gonna change. Next joke. Look, they're not all gonna have segues, okay? Get over yourselves. It's 2023, we have evolved past the need for segues. It's all about efficiency. Which doesn't help, because I spent 45 seconds explaining why I didn't need a segue. All right, next joke now, for real. Have any of you ever learned a completely innocuous, just completely harmless fact that just messed with your head for several months? Because I have. And for me, that fact was trans women love computer science. And it's all types of trans women, but especially trans women who don't realize they're trans yet. There are a lot of boys that end up going into college for a computer science degree and come out with a full cat ears and maid outfit. That is just a fact. Now, why did this bother me so much? Good question. Because I am a programmer. And I'm not the most masculine person in the world, I'm sure you can tell. So I was worried that, I was going to have to learn something about myself. But I did some soul searching and I realized, even if I were a woman, I really wouldn't want to change much about myself. Like, I would keep dressing like this, I wouldn't really do a whole lot, and I would absolutely not change my name. Why? Because I already have the perfect programmer name. My name is Cody Webb, and I code on the web. That's for later in the set. You're fine. You're fine. Also, my name is a pun, and I'm a comedian. It works two ways. And you guys just want me to mess with perfection here? For the sake of my mental health? Man, fuck my mental health. If I ever cared about my mental health, I never would have become a comedian in the first place. Alright. It's a funny story about that joke. Around June of 2021, I posted that joke to TikTok, because like everyone said, I am on TikTok at the real Cody Webb, 175,000 followers. No big deal, don't worry about it. I don't like talking about it much because, I'm just humble like that. But no, I posted that joke to TikTok and it did really well. So well, in fact, that thousands of trans women started following me on TikTok. But they all made it abundantly clear that they were there to watch me transition. Not see if I transition, very important distinction. No, watch the inevitable transition. Now, when this happened to me, I started having legitimate doubts about my gender. Not because I learned anything about myself, but because I'm a really big people pleaser. And if thousands of people tell me that I'm wrong, I'm gonna at least consider, all right? So what did I do? I started experimenting, I started doing a little bit more feminine stuff, painting my nails, doing makeup, dressing a little more femininely, all that, just to see if I would like living as a woman. And can you please not heckle me, Mom? I swear, you're just as bad as Grandma. Honestly, worse. Grandma was just one word, and that was understandable. No, I will not be providing context. Just let that swirl around in your head for a little bit. Anyway, I wanted to see if I would like living as a woman, and the answer, no, not really. That's okay. I learned something about myself. I learned that I am definitely not a woman. That's a good thing to know. So am I a man? I mean, I'm a man in the same way that Kraft Singles is cheese. A lot of people, it kind of looks like cheese. You squint a little. A lot of people will call it cheese, mainly because they're not sure what else to call it. But if you look inside, you will find absolutely nothing of substance. Now, I've told that joke before, and I've had people come up to me and say, "Hey, Cody, that sounds like you're probably non-binary." And I agree, it does sound like that. But I am never going to admit to that. Because I don't want the comment section to be right. You don't have thousands of people come into my comment section, give me an existential crisis, and then just get what you want. No, we do not negotiate with terrorists. All right, I am going to win gender. And I am going to continue to stay cis out of spite. All right, thank you very much. I've been Cody Webb. Please give it up for Max Brackman. Give it up for the bar. Y'all been a great audience.